am chasing epic bait balls with giant tuna. I have 48 hours to get in the middle of the Atlantic to witness one of the rarest nature spectacles. So I need to go now, but there's a big storm coming and I don't know if I'll be able to make it in time.
It's 9 in the morning. We are on the south coast of Pico. Pedro called me a few days ago. He said the Azores was on fire. I just jumped on the first plane that I could. But this is an all or nothing kind of game. If we find something, it'll be special.
Como é que vai ser essa teoria?
É da maneira que está o mar, o que interessa é que vamos conseguir chegar lá. Não vir para trás, depois logo se vê.
It didn't take long to get Pedro's point, and we just had to get out of the marina to see that.
Tá o mar de verão hoje, ó capitão?
Tá, claro que sim.
Finding bait balls, it's a challenge as it is. Now I had 25 knots of wind, 3 meters of swell, and try to find birds in the distance or small splashes on the surface. I knew this was going to be a huge gamble, so I could not believe my eyes when we found this.
David, olha para ali. É só dizer, capitão. Sai, bora.
My heart's racing, but now I gotta find the bait ball.
David, vem lá para frente. Vai, bora.
I got there too late though. The bait ball went deep, trying to get distance from the hunters above the surface. Like them, I know at any moment the giant tuna could show up. The bait ball got to relax and dispersed, just until they listened to what for them is the sound of death. A big pod of common dolphins started by blowing up air in deep water. As they heard the bait, in what seems like a playful dance, as they condensed this now packed sphere towards the surface. While on the other side, Cory Shearwater got ready to dive all the way down to 15 meters. While filming, I get so focused on framing what's happening that everything just feels a little slower than it is. I think that's just my way of documenting something that, for me, looks like a beautiful dance. But there's also this very raw side to these experiences too. There's birds biting the housing, hitting their heads on my arms. I mean, look at this guy. I'm trying my best to get the shot without scratching the dome in the process. Then you come up to the surface and it's just chaos. It was so noisy. It took me a while to hear Pedro yelling in the background.
David, olha tu ali. Lado direito. Bora.
In a split second, I chose to switch to the spearfishing. In this drop, I would make myself a part of the food chain and try to get dinner. I got to the Baitball a little late, just to see a couple Big Eye Tuna swimming away. But the mackerel were still very agitated, so I decided to hide myself in the middle of the school and wait for the tuna to come back. It was so tight you could not see past it. I was completely engulfed in this biomass of fish. I can now see the mackerel getting more and more stressed. The school is getting tighter and tighter. I know it's time to breathe up and dive. It's such a surreal feeling, going through thousands of stressed out fish without knowing what will be on the other side. I passed on this 40 kilos fish to line up on the big one just behind. But he stayed out of range. Chasing bait balls offshore is where you'll find the biggest predators in the ocean, and you just never know what might show up. I didn't achieve my goal of filming a giant bluefin tuna, but I am stoked I got to be a part of this very rare nature event. I leave 1/3 of my schedule open just to be on call to pursue these moments 24/7. And still, this is so hard to make it happen.
It's 4 in the morning, no time to set up logistics, yet somehow we managed to pull it off.
It's like our third night in a row without any sleep, really.
The sleepless nights, the doubts, the weather. But when the stars align, it's all worth it. This is the first of many strike missions that are yet to come. So if you want to support me on this journey, please share and subscribe.
Expectations for today?
None, baby. Just have a good time.